Water is the softest thing, yet it can penetrate mountains and earth. This clearly shows the principle that softness overcomes hardness, and flexibility overcomes rigidity. All streams flow into the sea because the sea is lower than them. Humility gives the sea the power to be the king of all rivers. If you want to govern the people, you must place yourself beneath them. If you want to lead the people, you must learn to follow them. Dirty water, if left still, will become clear. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let things flow naturally in whatever way they like. Those who seek perfection miss the beauty in imperfection. To achieve great things, we must first learn to let go of small things. The best leaders are those who empower others to lead. When a person is born, they are soft and supple. When they die, they become hard and stiff. Plants are tender and pliable when they are young. When they die, they become brittle and dry. Thus, anyone who is rigid and inflexible is a disciple of death. Those who are flexible and yielding are disciples of life. What is hard and stiff will be broken. What is soft and pliable will prevail. An army that does not know how to retreat will be defeated. A tree that cannot bend will break in the wind. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. The less you do, the more you accomplish. The greatest strength lies in gentleness. True peace is not found in avoiding conflict, but in understanding it. Beware of your thoughts, for they will become your words. Beware of your words, for they will become your actions. Beware of your actions, for they will become your habits. Beware of your habits, for they will form your character. Beware of your character, for it will shape your destiny. To know others is intelligence. To know yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Understanding others is clever. Understanding oneself is enlightenment. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. If you overcome others, you are strong. If you overcome yourself, you have strength. If you know how to be content, you are wealthy. If you can act with resolve, you have willpower. If you don't lose your way, you can survive for a long time. If you leave without loss, you are eternal. The wise man knows what he does not know. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. A wise man does not need to prove his point. He who needs to prove his point is not wise. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Be careful what you water your dreams with. If you water them with worry and fear, you will create weeds that strangle the life from your dreams. If you water them with optimism and solutions, you will nurture success. Always be looking for ways to turn problems into opportunities for success. The best warrior is never angry. A flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Because you believe in yourself, you don't try to convince others. Because you are content with yourself, you don't need the approval of others. Because you accept yourself, the whole world accepts you. When everyone in the world knows that beauty is beautiful, there arises the recognition of ugliness. When everyone knows that good is good, there arises the recognition of evil. When people see something as beautiful, something else becomes ugly. When people see something as good, something else becomes bad. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. A person who is too set in their ways will find few people who agree with them. A great nation is like a great person. When they make a mistake, they realize it. After realizing it, they admit it. Once they admit it, they correct it. They see those who point out their faults as their most compassionate teachers. They view their enemies as shadows they themselves cast. True wisdom lies in simplicity. When you stop trying to be something, you become everything you need to be. Let go of the ego, and the Tao will guide you. If you want peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. If you want peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities. If you want peace in the cities, there must be peace among neighbors. If you want peace among neighbors, there must be peace in the home. If you want peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. Respond to anger with virtue. Deal with difficulties while they are still easy. Handle big things while they're still small. Time is something that is created. Saying I don't have time is like saying I don't want to. Truth is not always beautiful, nor are beautiful words always the truth. Kind words create confidence. Kind thoughts create deepness. Kind giving creates love. Love is the most powerful passion because it attacks both the mind, heart, and senses at once. Being loved deeply will give you strength, while loving someone deeply will give you courage. For a great love, one becomes courageous. Simplicity, patience, and compassion. These three are your greatest treasures. Simplicity in action and thought. You return to the origin of being. Patience with both friends and enemies. You align with the way things are. Compassion for yourself. You reconcile all beings in the world. Simplicity. Exalt simplicity. Reduce selfishness. Have fewer desires. Silence is a great source of power. The music in the soul can be heard by the universe. Do you think the universe is anxious? Go to the desert at night and gaze at the stars. This experience will answer your question. Be still. Stillness reveals the secrets of eternity. Trying to understand is like straining through muddy water. Be patient and wait. Lie still and let the mud settle. Do you have enough patience to wait until your mud settles and the water becomes clear? Can you stay unmoving until the right action spontaneously arises? Act without expectation. Success is as dangerous as failure. Hope is as empty as fear. Hope and fear are both illusions arising from our thoughts. When we don't see the ego as ourselves, what do we have to fear? Behave justly even when treated unjustly. The wise do not speak often. Those who speak often do not know. To gain knowledge, add daily. To gain wisdom, subtract daily. Great deeds are made up of small actions. A person with outward courage dares to forget themselves. A person with inner courage dares to live. Care about what others think, and you will be trapped by them. We join the spokes together to form a wheel, but it is the central whole that makes the cart move. We mold clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want. We construct a house with timber, but it is the space inside that makes it livable. We work with what is visible, but it is the invisible that we use. The Tao does not compete. It simply flows with the current. A wise person knows that nothing in life is permanent and that all things must pass. In stillness, the truth is revealed. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Perfection is the willingness to be imperfect. Within your heart, you already have the answer. You know who you are and what you want. The snow goose does not need to bathe to make itself white. You too need not do anything but be yourself. Let it be still, and it will become clear. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. A good leader, when his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, "We did it ourselves." The three treasures I hold dear are: the first is deep love, the second is frugality, the third is not to dare to be ahead of others. When you are deeply loving, you are courageous. When you are frugal, you are abundant. When you do not place yourself above others, you can become the leader of the world. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. The world is constantly changing, and those who adapt thrive. He who is not content with what he has will never be truly happy. To be truly free, one must let go of all attachments. If you try to change something, you will spoil it. The more you try to hold on to something, the more you will lose it. If you try to fill a cup, it will eventually overflow. If you keep sharpening a knife, it will eventually become dull. He who stands on tiptoe cannot stand firm. He who rushes ahead cannot go far. He who tries to shine will only dull his own light. A person who defines themselves but cannot know themselves, who has power over others but cannot empower themselves, who clings to their work but creates nothing of lasting value. To follow the Tao, simply do your work, then retreat. Do your work, then retreat. The only way to peace. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, "We did it ourselves." He who is content with himself has everything. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls a butterfly. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The more that is done, the less that is accomplished. When the wind blows, the leaves scatter. When we are still, the world can breathe. The sage does not act, but lets the Tao flow naturally. He is not concerned with making things happen, but allows them to unfold in their own time. By being still, the Tao is achieved. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. To be content is to be rich. Those who know do not talk. Those who talk do not know. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. He who is slow to anger is strong. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Do not seek for the truth. Only cease to cherish your opinions. The great Tao is like a river. It nourishes all things without trying. What is well planted will grow. What is well cultivated will prosper. A person who speaks without thinking is like a seed that will not grow. Be like water, flow naturally and adapt to everything. Live simply, be humble, and respect the Tao. The wise man does not seek to change the world. He seeks to change himself. Thank you for watching the video. The most impressive quote for you. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to continue watching great content in the future. See you next time.